Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. You've just created the most divisive game probably of all time, splitting a massively positive fan base in twain. You are very insecure of the criticism that's been leveled against your progressive wannabe game. You start begging your remaining audience for votes for Players' Choice Game of the Year. You fail miserably and lose out to Ghost of Tsushima. You're desperately looking for allies in the dark. Who should step up? None other than the lead developer of NUKEM Forever, George Broussard. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Now then, folks, I'll give you a quick history lesson on Duke Nukem Forever. This game, I think, started development in 1996. It wasn't released until 2011. Development hell for 15 years. I don't even think 3D Realms finished the game. I think they had to pass it to Gearbox to finish off because George couldn't do that. And when it came out, even in 2011, right, before we went through all this woke progressive shite, which we're going through nowadays, it felt like a game from the Stone Ages. Its gameplay was trash. The game itself was trash. It made you just cringe. But yeah, as somebody who picked it up, boy, didn't even come close to finishing it, was by absolute trash. 4.5 out of 10. I tell you what, that's generous. That's real generous, a score for this game. Even on PC, I think it's like 5 out of 10, 5.1 out of 10. Anywho, George decides to come running to the defense of Naughty Dog. And what's he defending them about? Well, guess what? It's that Kotaku article that I discussed the other day, where I did say Kotaku literally just waited for all the award ceremonies to be over, and then they could do what they truly wanted to do, which was turn on the game. The only reason why they didn't do articles like this beforehand is because they didn't want to come across as contrarian. They wanted to be part of the shill brigade because this was their box-ticking progressive game. And so they needed to be seen to support it because it divided the fan base. And so, if it divided the fan base, there's a lot of gamers that didn't like it. And Kotaku hate gamers. Games media hate gamers. And so they rode it through, but once the award ceremony was over, boom, true colors come out. The true colors come out. These articles weren't out beforehand in case they influenced the voting. No. So George says, oh, fuck off. You have no idea what it takes to ship world-beating AAA games. Neither do you, George. Neither do you. That is not a world-beating AAA. You didn't even finish the fucking game. And you take the word of disgruntled ex-employees versus the hundreds that are happy there. Oh, those hundreds of happy employees that spoke out and said, look, we're really not happy with the direction of the story here. This is miserable. Neil Cuckman himself, didn't he say, I hope I haven't got this wrong, but didn't he say we don't do fun here at Naughty Dog? We don't do fun here, or something along those kind of lines. I might be paraphrasing a wee bit there. Or are you talking about, George, those happy employees, the ones that leaked the story before the game came out. The ones that leaked the story and the cutscenes to prove it, with images too. Those happy employees. There's a difference between a happy employee and somebody that wants to be employed. It's a very competitive industry. Could be difficult to get new work. Naughty Dog, regardless of crunch or not, big company with Uncharted, with The Last of Us. Sometimes you gotta suck things up, but it doesn't mean that you're necessarily happy. Also, comparing a 20-man indie to a 300-person studio is stupid. Well, look, when the person who created Duke Nukem Forever, an absolute sack of shite, that was in development hell for 15 years, that reckons he knows what he's talking about shipping world-beating AAA games, particularly in the modern day, not back in the 1990s, we're talking modern day. Well, he got absolutely hit upon. The ratio of this, it's been slightly ratioed. I think the comments actually got over 2,000. He goes on to say as well, biggest award show of the year, millions watching and celebrating gaming. Kotaku, hold my beer. I have some well-timed opinions on the overall winner and best game that we can milk for some clicks and outrage. Now that bit he's not wrong on. But this was very calculated. This article was very calculated about when it came out, and it had to come out after the awards. After there's no take-backsies of all the plastic trophies that Cockers can put on his shelf and look at and say, look at all those participation awards that are meaningless and mean nothing because the players voted Ghost of Tsushima as the game of the year. So let's have a look at some of the comments now that he was getting absolutely hammered. Duke Nukem Forever, that's all I'm saying. Tell you what, kids, I've been sleeping on this one until I found something equally tone deaf in response.
Born to be wild.
Oh, as I said, cringe. It's easy to avoid crunch when you don't bother finishing your game. He blocks everyone who brings up his mismanagement of Duke Nukem Forever. You literally have made Duke Nukem 3D in bio. Shut up. Oh dear. Imagine defending exploitation of labor. Not the guy who spent 12 years, actually 15, making Duke Nukem Forever, shilling Naughty Dog. Mike Drucker here. George, buddy, it took you 15 years to make a game whose only memorable achievement was walls made of boobs. I'm not sure you're the authority on world-beating AAA games. When we want team management advice from the guy who took 12 years to make Duke Nukem Forever, we'll ask for it, thanks. You have no idea what it takes to ship world-beating AAA games, says man famous for failing to even ship a mediocre AAA game. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Let's grab a couple of others here. Just a reminder, this is the guy who directed Duke Nukem Forever. Thank you, lead developer on Duke Nukem Forever. Very cool. Guy wasted 12 years making Duke Nukem Forever, didn't even finish, and thinks he can be all crunch good. You made Duke Nukem Forever. So, Duke Nukem Forever, huh? Man, this is... You gotta be careful what you say, George, when you haven't got the pedigree to back it up. So anyway, George goes back on the defensive. For somebody who's such a prominent game developer, I'm just saying. I gotta tell you, man, the ratio of people driving by here with stupid comments or liking stupid comments. Oh, we're getting a little bit insecure. That have like 40k tweets and 100 to 200 followers is staggering. Oh, come on, George. I'm looking for a tissue. Don't cry. Don't cry. Come on, buddy. Suck it up. I guess toxic shit posting put up numbers like that. But those rookie numbers, though. Well, I don't know what he's going on about. Then he decides to have one final hot take. I guess I should clear this up. Someone finally suggested that they thought my original post was in support of Crunch because that's the Kotaku headline. No. My original tweet was 100% just about Kotaku being shitty and attacking Naughty Dog the day after they won the awards and poor timing. Cuckman's not going to give you a job, dude. But if we look at your original post, actually, it really looks like you're defending Crunch. There's nothing here really saying, oh, fuck off Kotaku. This is an utter bollocks statement. You waited until right after the award ceremony to post this. Screw you. No, you have no idea what it takes to ship world-beating AAA games, which leads us to believe about the amount of work that goes in, the amount of work for your employees that goes in. And you're taking the advice of ex-employees versus the hundreds of happy employees. So again, you're focusing on employees, saying that only disgruntled ones were the ones that are left. They clearly weren't, because there was plenty of criticism by the ones that had stayed. Also, as I already mentioned, the leaks clearly came from Naughty Dog. Clearly came from Naughty Dog. And then you compare the 20-man studio to a 300-person studio. So no, this very much is insinuating that you are defending the crunch of Naughty Dog and not having to go at Kotaku. The second one is where you have a go at Kotaku. That's the one. That should have been the first post. That is clearly defending crunch. Oh, dear goodness me. It goes, I could read, is this you? Is this you? Is this you? Oh boy, I could read these forever. I really, really could. This is one of the guys who worked on Duke Nukem Forever. Okay, Duke Nukem Forever director. I can't. I've been reading them all day. There we go, folks. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, not the kind of person you really want running interference for you. Although, it might have just taken some of the heat away for a couple of hours. Hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do get a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and YouTube for live streaming links. They're in the description box down below. I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.